Tips on editing titles and descriptions on WatchKnow.org. Problem 1. Poorly edited titles. One common problem is badly edited titles. Have a look at this. As a title, Basic Edition is very vague. It says nothing about this video that distinguishes it from others in this category. So, suppose I watched this video and discovered that it's really just an example of adding 1 plus 2 using apples as an example. Then I'll edit the video, delete the old title, and write simple example of adding 1 plus 2 with apples. Save, and if we return to the category page, you can see that the title is now going to be a lot more helpful to people. How to prevent poorly edited titles. You can prevent the problem of poorly edited titles like this. When you're looking for videos about a specific subject, say the Revolutionary War, first scan WatchKnow's category about the subject. Look at the video titles. Next, let's look at a brand new video on the topic. When you're on a source website, I'm on TeacherTube here, and you find a video on the subject, you can import it with the bookmarklet. I'm pressing the button here now. But be sure to edit the title. Don't just accept it. It almost always needs work to meet WatchKnow's standards. I've watched this video and the title can be improved. I'll write 4 events that upset colonists and caused the American Revolutionary War. Sure, that's a long title for a short video, but it's still very helpful to the end user. Now, if we go back to the category and we look at the new video's record here on the page, here it is, you can see that the title helps the user decide whether to watch the video or not. Problem 2. Producer name in video title. Have a look at this title. Notice it has the producer there, Sesame Street. That's not where it belongs. Let's edit it and move it down to the producer field. In this case, the producer is the same as the owner. Save. And look at where the video lives on its category page. Here it is. Now you see the producer information below the title here. For uniformity, that's where we'd like it. Problem 3. Brief descriptions. Descriptions are one of the best tools we have to help people find just the right video. This description really doesn't say much, so I'll edit it. I'll greatly expand the description. Save it. And now with a few more descriptive sentences, the user will be much better able to decide whether to watch the video. How to prevent brief descriptions. Again, you can prevent this problem. I'm going to import this YouTube video. But I don't just accept whatever description I see. I watch the video and I expand and edit the description as appropriate, like this. I'll save it. Now let's look at the category page where the video lives. This longer description is bound to be more helpful to the user scanning this page. Problem 4. Description just repeats information found in the title. A description is especially worthless if it says no more than was in the title. This should be greatly expanded. There, that's better. 5. Description covers the subject but not the plot, type, or quality of the video. When you're scanning a category to find a good video to watch, you don't just want to know what the video is about. You want to know what happens, what sort of video it is, and whether it's professionally made, and other things like that. Look at this description. This video has subtitles in English and Spanish, and the narration is only in Spanish and is suitable for intermediate learners. This one is about birds. You're not sure if you want to watch the video. What's the video like? Is it any good? Well, I've watched it, and here is how I would expand the description. This is an old cartoon about lovebirds who make a nest in a tropical paradise. One bird flies off with some musician birds while the other builds a nest. Eventually, the hard-working bird goes off and rescues the other from a cold northern place. There is Spanish narration with the words in Spanish below the cartoon and an English translation above the cartoon. A novel and useful concept. I think you'll agree that's a lot more helpful. It covers what happens in the video, that it's a cartoon, and that it's a useful concept. Plot, type, and quality are useful information too. Notice I made the title more helpful and less generic as well. 6. Description is not edited to be understandable by an international audience. WatchKnow strives to be an international site, inviting to people from around the world. Suppose you're from the UK and you read this part of a description. It's cited as a middle school lesson, but I have shown this to 4th graders. Middle school? 4th graders? How old are those kids? The reader may or may not know what you mean, and it would be a lot less jarring to them to read this. It's supposed to be for ages 11 to 14, but it has been shown to 9-year-olds. Maybe that's a little less helpful for Americans, but it's a lot more helpful for everyone else. 7. Multi-part video series uses the same description for all the parts. This category was made for what we call a series, meaning a video that was broken into multiple parts. Notice the descriptions are the same for all the parts. But in another such category, the descriptions are all different. This extra information allows users to dip into the parts of the video that are of special relevance or interest without having to watch the whole video. That's really useful. So please, when you take the time to watch a multi-part video all the way through, won't you stop after each part and supply a description of just that part?